What's good? My name is Questo, and I play a doctor on TV. And this is Miss Drama TV. Peace. Hip hop is a youth-based culture. At least that's what it's been. That's at least how it's been sold to us. That it's made for the youth and only by the youth, which I don't necessarily agree with, because this is going to be the first generation that's going to have a hard time dealing with midlife crisis. I mean, that's pretty much what this record is about.
Okay.
Like, thematically, there's really not been a precedent for any band or any group making an 11th record. You know what I mean? And it's like, what do you talk about when the left digit in your age is the number 4?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't talk about, you know, slinging crack rock and a wicked jump shot.
Right.
The left digit in your age is a 4. You can't talk about, you know, what up, boo? You know,
Right.
come around my way, you know. Put your Nikes up on the coffee table. Like, this is only your subject matter has to be a little different. So, for this particular album, I'll say that the main theme of it is basically a fork in the road. I mean, even based on the album cover, people want to know what the symbolism is behind our album cover. Like, you really can't tell if those silhouette figures are A, running towards you or running away from you, and you can't tell if they're running to the light or running to the darkness. Like, sort of this whole fork in the road, I want to do good, but I'm sort of accustomed to doing the wrong thing and the fucked up thing in life. That's always been, that's the basic theme of this record. Like, the fork in the road, the midlife crisis,
Okay.
and how to deal with it.
All right, and you talked about, you know, the age and whatnot. Is there any hesitancy dealing with, because, you know, Roots has collaborated with so many greats.
Mm-hmm.
Is there any hesitancy collaborating with those of a younger age group because of that fork in the road, because of where you are right now, or are you more so embracing that at this time?
I mean, Sugar Tum Slim is a young man. I mean, pretty much everyone that we've collaborated with MC-wise is still, you know, I don't even though I said that statement, like, I try not to acknowledge age because that's too much of a distraction.
Mm-hmm.
But it's basically pretty much, you know, I mean, there's a variety of demographics to cover.
Any upcoming, anybody particularly that you're going to be working with, you know, the next upcoming sessions or whatnot?
We as a project, the Money Making Jam Boys. I mean, the main support team of this album is the Money Making Jam Boys. Sugar Tum Slim,
Okay.
Truck North, Dice Raw. Who am I missing?
Porn.
Porn. Yeah. So they're coming out soon.
How is touring going to be essentially for you guys?
We will tour like a normal unit.
Okay.
Like, before January of last year, we were doing like 200 plus dates on the road.
Right.
Which was, I mean, that's kind of abnormal. The average group only tours, the average group only tours 3 to 4 months out the year, like a regular group. So we get 14 to 15 weeks off in the year. So we will be touring. It's going to be a little different this year because technically this is one of 3 albums that we're releasing.
Okay, what are the other ones?
Well, I mean, we're so involved in the John Legend record that it just basically became a John Legend Roots album.
Yeah.
So initially, all the albums were supposed to come out at the same time, but he's pushing this back because his album is tied to a movie called Waiting for Superman. The people that brought you Al Gore's, what was Al Gore's?
The environmental one, or?
An Inconvenient. The people that brought you An Inconvenient Truth. It's a movie about how the education system has failed America. So we created basically a soundtrack that is probably John's most grittiest, roughest,
It's dope.
like album. Yeah.
Soulful.
Yeah.
street.
Yeah.
Hearing that track was already exciting.
So now it's the Roots and John Legend. And then come October, we also had the pleasure of creating an album with Booker T. So, and the same with him. Like we pretty much made an album. We had Gabe of the Dap Kings engineer it. So.
Are you talking about Booker T and the MGs?
Yeah. So now we're the MGs. So it's Booker T and the Roots.
Wow.
And this album literally, like, this will probably be the Raphael Sadiq record of this year. Like, it sounds like it was made in 1964. Like, we had Gabe Roth of the Dap Kings engineer it, so it sounds like super raw and breakbeaty.
Now, this progressively, this is not all happening this year, obviously,
yeah,
right?
It is. Yeah.
Oh, it is.
John Legend's in September. Booker T is October. That's the dangers of working at the Fallon Show. Because whoever comes through,
ready.
It's like, yo, let's work together.
Relationships.
Yeah. That's how the guests got on the record. That's how, you know.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Okay.